Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Royals today is Jerry Ujdur, whose record is 6-10 with a 6.08 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 10-6 with a 4.06 ERA. And so we won another game. We've won 5 in a row. What more do we have to do? Well, I'm telling you right now, it's going to take a lot more. If you take a look here at the standings, yes, we are still 4 games back with only 8 to go. So what that would mean is we still need to sweep the rest of the season. That would mean 13 victories in a row. And New York would have to go 4-4 the rest of the way. And we would tie for a 1-game playoff. So we would have to go 8-0, even after going 5-0. And New York would have to go 4-4. So, I mean, the odds are not good. I think the other divisions are actually more interesting. With California and Seattle tied, with Oakland a half game back. And if you look in the National League, there's still some real interesting options here for the West. The East maybe has been settled. New York's 3.5 games up with 8 to go. So it's looking good for the Mets. But our Tigers are in real trouble. And all we can do is just keep winning. It's going to take a good performance today from Dave Rozema. One we have not received in quite a while from him. But we're going to run him out there today anyway. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Week 2 of the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history is up. We posted it yesterday, and then we have the Monday morning quarterback video posted earlier today. That will be available after today's game. I'll put it in this little video corner right here. Okay, so here's Dave Rozema. The current Royals are batting .265 against him, only 34 plate appearances. So not too many to go on there. All of the bullpen is available. Brian Kelly pitched great yesterday. He did not get the win, but he might get his 10th win next time around. Jerry Ujdur, former Tiger, the right-hander, pitching today. The same lineup as the last few games, with the exception of Kevin Bass back in there in place. They do that much for us in the short time we try to give them an opportunity to win the job. Let's take a look at the Royals lineup for today. Oh, batting leadoff, playing second base is Tim Ireland. Batting second, playing shortstop is Rance Mulliniks. Batting third and catching is Don Slaught. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Darryl Motley. Batting fifth and DHing is Willie Aikens. Batting sixth, playing left field is Butch Davis. Batting seventh and playing first base is Pete LaCock. Batting eighth in right field is Bob Detherage. And batting ninth in center field is Terry Harper. Let's take a look at Dave Rozema, ERA up over 4. He had a good year this year. Not good enough, though. He's making his 32nd start. And for that, we thank him. He never called in sick. So we're ahead of the game with Dave Rozema. He's 10-6 with a 4.06 ERA, 75 Ks, and 162 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .262 against him. He's got one complete game shutout. And I know you know the rest already. He's a ground ball pitcher 56% of the time. Overall, he is rated an 84. The 27-year-old righty doesn't go to free agency until 1985. You want to look at his log. He has not had a win in his last 4 starts. Trying to get that 11th win. We pulled him after 4 2/3 innings against the Texas Rangers. He had given up 5 runs and a hit, including 2 runs. And then I remember we were coming up to the lefties in that Texas lineup, so we yanked him out of there for Cappy. Maybe he can go a little bit longer today, but I mean, if you take a look at his sim innings pitched, other than last year, this is about as well as he can do. So I don't feel like he's got a lot of gas left in the tank. We'll see what he does today. We've got all of our bullpens, so maybe that'll make my decision even easier. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Tigers, we got Kevin Bass out there in center field and Terry Kennedy. Behind the plate, leading off is Tim Ireland, who made me eat it yesterday. After I talked shit about him, he went deep against us. Full count, and he strikes him out right down the pike. Rosie striking out Tim Ireland, 1 down. Here's Rance Mulliniks. He flips it right over Brett's head down the left field line for a double. That is the 33rd double for Rance Mulliniks. So there's a runner in scoring position now for Don Slaught. I'm going to trust that Rosie can get Don Slaught. We're going to go right after him. And he strikes him out. Nicely done. 2 Ks now for Rosie. And here's Darryl Motley. And I want to give some credit to one of our followers on one of the Facebook group pages that I'm in. He said after the last game that Darryl Motley never played third base in the majors. And I'm like, I thought I got everybody. Motley played third base in 1979 in the minor leagues for the Royals, but he never played third base in the majors. So after the end of this series, I'm going to switch Darryl Motley to his proper outfield position. And I'm doing that because at the end of the season, when the team is making decisions on who to keep, to be in left field or right field, whichever the right position for him is, so the team can make the better decision. So I missed one. I thank the reader for calling that one out. Good job by him. Motley hits a ground ball to first, and that is out number 3 as Brock makes the play. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown. It is the regular lineup. Take a look at Sweet Lou leading off, playing second base. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at DHing today is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup, playing third base is George Brett. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting eighth and catching is Terry Kennedy. And batting ninth in center field is Kevin Bass. Hey, it's former Tiger Jerry Ujdur making his 13th start as a Kansas City Royal. He's 3-6 with them, with a 6.48 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. Opponents are batting .294 against him. We'll look directly at his log. He pitched against the Tigers back on September 11, and he gave up 6 runs in 6 1/3 innings, including 5 walks, suffering the loss. He did pitch against the Blue Jays 125 pitches and didn't fare any better. So, he's struggling for the Royals, but he's number 4 in their 5-man rotation. So I would think he's got a spot next year before they have to decide whether they want to pay him or not. Here is the defense for the Royals, and look at the center field here, where they have Terry Harper, who's normally a left fielder. He is not a center fielder, and that is a defensive liability. Everywhere else, they're pretty solid. Okay, Sweet Lou leading off against Jerry Ujdur. Here we go. Sweet Lou with the base hit to left field. Leadoff man is on. Do we go for 2? I'm going to say no. I'm going to give, let's give Greg Brock a chance here with his .322 batting average to do something good. He hasn't hit a home run in like ever. Brock popping it up to short. Mulliniks with the play. There's 1 down. Oh, look at this. Mickey Hatcher's contact rate is down to 89. It was normally a 92. Should we send Whitaker? What is the percentage? Only 68%. Let's hit and run then. That's what we do anyway with Sticky Mickey. 281 hitter, 14 home runs. High fly ball into left center field. Now I feel like we have to send Whitaker to get him in scoring position for George Brett. So Whitaker on the move. Jerry Ujdur, he knows our strategy. Let's see if we can take advantage of it, though. Here we go. Whitaker on the move. And he steals second base. That is his 15th stolen base on the year. 15 out of 22. And he's in scoring position for George Brett. 0-1 count to Brett. And he walks. That was a close pitch. Good eye by the veteran. It's first and second now. 2 down for Glenn Wilson. Big Willie batting .286. He had a home run in yesterday's game. Here he sends a lazy fly ball to left, and that is out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Willie Mays Aikens leading off. Ground ball to second. Whitaker tosses him out. We have 5 players in our lineup that are listed as tired, including Whitaker, who's listed as sore. We need to get through this game and tomorrow's game, and then everybody gets a day off. So can our offense generate enough runs to win this ball game? That is the question. Secondary question is, can Dave Rozema keep us close until we can get a hold of Jerry Ujdur? There's a 1-2-3 inning for Rosie. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Kirk Gibson leading off. Gibson has been struggling a little bit down the stretch here. Batting .268, 15 home runs, lining out to left. 1 out now for Ujdur. And Trammell ropes it into center field for a single. Second Tigers hit of the day. Trammell on first now for Terry Kennedy. Kennedy batting .273 versus right-handers. And a ground ball to first. That could be 2. Only play was for LaCock to step on first base. So Trammell advances. 2 down. Here's our number 9 hitter, Kevin Bass. Chance to be a hero here and give us a go-ahead run. Line drive to second base. Ireland makes the play. We're going to the top of the third inning. No score. With Bob Detherage leading off. One of the best names in all of baseball, Detherage. How is Detherage spelled that way? How is that not a death metal band? Rosie makes an error. Detherage is safe. I'm guessing Rosie's made a lot of errors this year. That is his 5th error, and yet his defensive WAR is still well above 0. So many comebackers in this game. That is probably why it's not as bad as it should be. And a base hit for Harper. So this is going to be the mogul inning as Harper gets a base hit to the right side. We're going to pull the outfield in with Ireland up. He's a .306 hitter versus righties. A ground ball to Brett. Can we go around the horn? We do. Nice double play turned by George Brett. Detherage on third, though, for Rance Mulliniks. This is the one batter in this lineup you do not want in this position. We're going to play straight away. I almost want to walk him here. It's going to pop it up into foul ground on the third base side. And the play is made by Trammell running over there, rescuing George Brett. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Here's Sweet Lou leading off against Jerry Ujdur, a comebacker to Ujdur. And an error by their pitcher. So each pitcher is dinged with an error early on here. I wish we could hit and run with Brock. It's just not something he does, but he does walk, so maybe we can take a walk here. No, he's first pitch swinging into right field. Caught by Detherage. 1 out. All right, we're going to hit and run with Hatcher here. If this doesn't work, we're going to steal probably again. And there we go, base hit to right field. Whitaker goes to third. First and third with 1 out. Let's try to get a sac fly here from Brett. He's 2 for 2 with a walk against Ujdur in his career. Full count, and he walks here to load the bases. For Glenn Wilson, does Glenn Wilson have a grand slam yet in his career? He does not. He's from Baytown, Texas? I didn't know that. I've been to Baytown, right there on the Gulf of Mexico, east of Houston, where I lived for like 3 years. Okay, Glenn Wilson. I guess we're going to let him take a cut. Why not? 1-0 count. He got some good wood on it. That's going to be deep enough to score Whitaker. 1-0 Detroit. We are going to send Hatcher, and he's thrown out at third. Oh, you never want to be the third out at third. We do take the lead. Wilson gets a ribby, and it's 1-0 Detroit. Rosie, 48 pitches right now with Don Slaught leading off. He's going to jam him inside for a pop-up to short. Trammell making the catch. 1 out. Here's Darryl Motley. I don't know what it says. I guess it does say outfield there on his baseball card. I don't know how I missed that. Good job by Steve Tate, I believe his name was, who pointed that out to me. If he's watching the ball game, good job by him. And then Willie Mays Aikens ground ball to third, and Brett takes care of business. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Tigers are up a run. Here's Gibby leading off. I think if we can hold in there long enough, we're going to take advantage of Ujdur. Gibson scorches it down the right field line. Only a base hit, though. It should have been a double. We're going to hit and run with Trammell. Trammell's 1 for 1 today. Slow roller to short. And an error on the shortstop, Mulliniks. He throws the ball away. Gibson advances to third. Trammell standing on second base. Second error today by the Royals. Terry Kennedy has a chance here to blow this game open. Ground ball to short. That'll score Gibson. And another error by Mulliniks. He's up in his head about it. Oh, that is so frustrating. Thank God it wasn't. Thank God this wasn't happening to me. I would have lost my mind. 2-0 Tigers. 3 errors by the Royals defense. Next up is Kevin Bass down the right field line. He's got a single. A run scores. Give Bass an RBI. It's 3-0 Detroit. Keep it rolling. We're not going to hit run with Lou. We're going to swing away. Line drive to second. Oh, no. Bass gets back in time. 1 down, first and third. Let's get a sac fly from Greg Brock here. Anywhere in the outfield will score a run, even though it's Kennedy. Line drive to left. It falls in for a hit. Kennedy scores. We're going to third. This time Bass is safe. And it's first and third. One down. 4-0 Detroit. Sticky Mickey's licking his lips. We're going to put on the hit and run. All these are unearned runs, by the way. Ground ball to short. Bass crosses the plate. 5-0 Detroit. Give Hatcher an RBI. Brock in scoring position. Again, another unearned run. George Brett, next man up. He's going to gap it. Brock will score. Is that going to be a double or triple? Brett holds it second. RBI double. His 16th as a Tiger, 13th overall. 92nd RBI on the year. And here's Glenn Wilson. He's got 90 RBI of his own. Let's see if he could drive in another Tigers run. He's going to do it into center field. That defensive center fielder cannot get to those sharply hit balls. 7-0 Detroit. Still all unearned. Let's see if Gibby can get in on this. 2-2 count. Gibby down the left field line. That's a double. Wilson scores. It's 8-0. And they're going to bring in Jeff Tweedy. Oh, man. 7 runs in so far as Jeff Tweedy comes in. 36th appearance, 3-6 record, a 6.18 ERA. Only 10 strikeouts in 39 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .319 against him. You can see the rest here. He's not much of a fastball pitcher. Slider's the only pitch he's got that's any good. Looking at his splits, everybody beats him up pretty good, including right-handers who are batting .327 against him. And Trammell will step in. It's 8-0 Detroit. 2 down. Trammell rips it to left. Unfortunately, it's within reach of the left fielder Davis. That's out number 3. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. 8-0 Detroit. We need to win all of these games, and so far today it looks like we got this one in hand. Davis grounds out to short. There's out number 1. Next up is Pete LaCock. He's 0 for 3 against Rosie in his career. Making 0 for 4 with the ground up to second. 2 down for Bob Detherage. Trying to get anything going for the Royals. Deep fly ball to center. 421 feet. Not good enough. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. We've got Terry Kennedy leading off. Look, we're up 8 runs. Let's go ahead and take out Terry Kennedy against the lefty, and we're going to bring in Lance Parrish. Parrish batting .297 versus left-handers. 1-0 count. He rips it down the left field line. Up against the wall for a double. No pants Lance. Whoops. That is his 12th double this season. Half of what he did last year, but he's only played in half the games he did last year. So we've got Parrish on second base for Kevin Bass, who does not hit lefties very well as a switch hitter. He pops it up. Took a lot of pitches. That's a 10-pitch at bat before he pops up. So he's working Jeff Tweedy. 1 down. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou hits lefties pretty good. Oh, he gets jammed inside, popping it up behind second base. Out number 2. That will bring up Greg Brock with 2 down. He does not hit lefties at all. He's had a little bit more luck lately than normal as he hits a ground ball to third. Motley tosses him out. So we strand the runner at second base. We go to the top of the 6th. I guess we'll see if we can get Rosie 1 more inning, and then we're good. We don't need to pitch him any more than that. So Parrish back behind the plate. Here's Terry Harper. Harper gets a base hit to left. 3rd hit for the Royals. Harper on first. Here's Tim Ireland. Ireland, a ground ball that gets past Trammell. Harper holds it second. Maybe we should have taken Rosie out. We're going to pull the outfield in. We do have an 8-run lead, but we're not going to fool around too much longer here. A ground ball to first. Can we get 2? We get the force at second. And a catcher, Don Slaught up. We're going to play straight away. I mean, we'll give up the run for an opportunity at a double play. We have the catcher running, and Mulliniks has below average speed. There's a ground ball to short. That's tailor-made. Oh, really? Only play was to force Mulliniks at second. Slaught safe at first. And the Royals are on the board as Darryl Motley steps in. There's a slow roller to first, and Brock steps in the bag for out number 3. So Rosie pitches well. He gives up a run. We'll take him out of the ball game. Get some of the rookies in there. Mickey Hatcher leading off. This will be his last at bat. 1-2 count, and he goes deep. Home run number 15 on the season. Hatcher gets that run back right away. Take a look at that. His OPS only at 700. It's because he doesn't walk. But we like what he did this year offensively. 9-1 Detroit. George Brett up next. Popping it up. Here's out number 1. Here's Big Willie. Glenn Wilson slams it to center field. It does fall in. Gets past the center fielder. And let's throw an error on him as well. Oh, Bob Detherage in right field. Wilson advances to third. That is Wilson's 24th double of the year. 4th error today by the Royals. Come on. Here's Gibson. We're going to give him a chance at an RBI here. Oh, an infield single. That'll score the run. It's 10. Oh, no, it doesn't score the run. Why wouldn't Wilson be going on that? We're up 8 runs. Come on. That's crazy. We'll take the base hit for Gibby, though. That's going to do it for Twitty. We're going to bring in Jeff Schattinger. The past tense of Schittinger. Look at his numbers here. Not too shabby, except for the walk to strikeout ratio. We'll see if we can't have Trammell drive in another run or two. 3-1 count, and he walks. Bases are now loaded for Lance Parrish. Parrish, now a part-timer, has been clubbing it pretty well lately. Full count to Parrish, and he strikes out right down the middle. Out number 2. Here's Kevin Bass with the bases loaded. He has a chance here to be a big hero. He takes ball 4, walks in a run. Good job by Bass. That's something he does not do. He does not walk very much. I mean, his on-base percentage is .255. That's only the 8th walk all year. So you know you have to be pretty bad to walk Kevin Bass. And then he walks Whitaker. It's 11-1. Come on. Give Whitaker an RBI. This is amazing. What happens to Greg Brock? A ground ball to first. And there's out number 3. Nothing going right for the Royals. We've got to make some wholesale changes here. Jody Reed, we're going to put him at second base because Whitaker is sore. We're going to put Scotty Madison at third base. We are going to put Rich Gedman behind the plate. Oh, well, no, because we just put Parrish in there. We're going to put Barbaro at first. And I think we're good. We're going to take out Rozema. Got a couple lefties coming up. So we're going to bring in a left-handed reliever. We're going to bring in the creeper, Paul Gibson. Try to get him a little bit more action. He will definitely be on the team out of spring training next year, unless he's injured. We do not look so good at first and third anymore defensively. Here's Willie Mays Aikens, a ground ball up the middle. Jody Reed making the play, 1 out. Here is Butch Davis with 1 down. Comebacker to Gibby. And the creeper tosses him out. 2 quick outs for the creeper. And then Pete LaCock dumps it into right center field for a base hit. 5th hit for the Royals. LaCock found a hole, I guess you could say. And then a ground ball by Detherage to short, and Trammell knows exactly what to do with it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We've got Mickey Hatcher leading off. We're going to take Hatcher out in this situation, and we're going to let Rich Gedman be the DH. Gedman 1 for 4 as a Tiger. Ground ball, base hit past the shortstop, Mulliniks. 14 hits for the Tigers today. Here's Scotty Madison. He's 1 for 8. He's got so much power. I want to see him go deep if he can. Oh, fly ball to center. That's a play that even Harper can make. Out number 1. Glenn Wilson, I feel bad taking him out. We could, but he's just been so good. He deserves a chance. Flipping it to first for out number 2. And Gibby we're going to give a shot here with 2 down, runner on first. Gibby hits a ground ball to second. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. I guess I probably should have done that before I yanked everybody. Difficult to say who is having the best game today. But Gibby's 3 for 5 with an RBI of the players who are still in the ball game. Okay, we're going to take out Paul Gibson. Good job by him. We're going to bring in Carl Willis, who's also very likely to be in the Tigers bullpen out of spring training. Some really great numbers here. Just peruse them on your own. Overall rated an 85. He is a right-hander. Age 22. Doesn't go to arbitration for quite a while. Willis facing Terry Harper. Harper 2 for 2. And playing a terrible center field. Willis strikes him out. 1 down. Next up is Tim Ireland. 1 for 3 on the day. Popping it up to Garbe. 2 quick outs for Carl Willis. Carl Ellis is a defensive player for the Minnesota Vikings. You can tell I'm thinking Detroit Lions alternate history that we're playing right now. You're going to find that video at the end of this game here today. Okay, here's Alan Trammell. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Ground ball to short. 1 out. I guess we're going to let Parrish bat. I know we want to have a Marty party. Parrish walks. So we're going to pitch hit Parrish for Jeff Stone. We're not going to steal, but we'll bring in Marty Party to catch the 9th inning. Jeff Stone, 97 speed. Jeff Schattinger, by the way, listed as tired now, as Kevin Bass strikes out. Here's Jody Reed, first at bat. And he walks. Schattinger at 62 pitches. Reed on first, Stone on second, and Garbe getting his first at bat. 0-1 count to Garbe. Ground ball to first. And there's out number 3. Okay, let's get the defense right. We are going to take Stone and put him in left. The catcher will be Marty Party. And we're going to put Miller in center. Everybody's getting into the game. Carl Willis is out. We're going to bring maybe our future closer, Jeff Montgomery, into the ball game. Montgomery not having a great year. First time through, though, really, so we're not going to hold that against him. But look at his overall rating. He's already 85. He's 21 years old. He'll start next year at AAA, but it won't be long before he'll be in the bullpen. As he faces Don Slaught. Ground ball to short. Trammell tosses him out. 1 down. Here's Darryl Motley. Ground ball to Trammell. 2 quick outs as Willie Aikens steps up. Tigers on the verge of their 6th straight victory. And a base hit to right. Not so fast. Aikens gets his first hit of the game. 6th hit overall for the Royals. As Butch Davis steps in and walks. All right, come on. First and second, 2 down for Pete LaCock. And another ground ball to Trammell. Trammell's got all 3 this inning, and the Tigers win 11-1. Handshakes, but slappy steaks. Have we gained any more ground? Let's look at the standings. Nope. Yankees win. 4 games back with 7 to go. Oh, man. Too little, too late. California has the lead in the West on their own by a game now over Seattle and 1.5 up on Oaktown. Boston's been eliminated. We already knew that, I guess. Let's take a look at the National League. Everybody is still in it. Unbelievable. The Mets have won 5 in a row. They're going to win the division now. Good job by them hanging in there. And Cincinnati's lost 2 in a row. They're 1.5 back as LA has won 3 in a row. That's tough because Cincinnati, as you know, was in last place at one point this season, and they really worked their way back, and they're going to fall short, looks like. So let's take a look at the Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. California wins 9-0 over Indians. To take first place, Tanana, that son of a bitch. 6 hits, 2 walks, no homers. Carl Pagel didn't help. Dan Pasqua did jack shit. Don Baylor, time to retire. Actually, he went 2 for 4 with a double. Orge Powers, Blue Jays, to a 9-4 win. He went 1 for 3, but he knocked in 4 runs. Was it a grand slam? Here we go. Here we go. we can't get it into one paragraph. We're not going to put it in one paragraph for you. Garth Orge went 1 for 3 with a triple and 4 runs batted in, 7 for 15 in his last 4 games. And Lloyd Mosby finally hit another home run. He went 1 for 3. And that was in Seattle. That wasn't even at home. That's all there is. Let's take a look at the transactions. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. So we know that Rick Sutcliffe, Gary Weiss. Let's go move on. Gary Weiss, 25-game hitting streak coming to the end. That was probably the second best this year, I think. And Mike Witt. Oh, the California pitcher is going to miss 3 weeks. He could be back in time for the World Series. Wow, that sucks. Let's take a look at the Angels pitching staff. That has got to be rough. I mean, they could go 4-man rotation. I guess it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, that's going to bring up Chris Knapp, who is not great. They're missing a couple pitchers, no? Yeah. Oh, no, I guess just one starter, though. Don Ossie, doesn't matter. So, Chris Knapp comes in. He probably won't even make another start, to be honest. Wait, so didn't Frank Tanana just start? And yet they're going to skip him and go to Ron Romanek? I don't know what's going on there. But whatever. Okay. So they're going to be fine. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Why are you not doing it? I have 11 new subscribers this month. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. A lot of you don't make your subscription available, so I can't see who you are. You can go into the settings and adjust that. And that way, when you subscribe to a channel, the content creator can know who you are, and I can subscribe you back. So I got a bunch of them this month that I don't even know who you are. I'd like to know, though, who is the player of the game? Let's take a look at the offense. Mickey Hatcher drove in 2 runs. Glenn Wilson drove in 2 runs. But Hatcher hit the home run. So we're going to give it to Sticky Mickey. Good job by him. That was his 15th home run on the year. He's 5 shy of his total from last year. But he's right up there in RBI. 93, he's 7 short of his total last year, which I think is incidental at this point. Dave Rozema gets his 11th win. Great job for him. And the bullpen did their gerb. Jerry Ujdur, gave up 8 runs, all unearned. Twitty, the Jeff and Jeff combination was mostly successful. Twitty gave up all the runs. Schattinger gave up all the walks. George Brett walked twice. Okay. Anyway, that's it for today. We're going to come back tomorrow with the final game against the Royals. Here is the summary from yesterday's game, and you can find out where you're at in the contest. There's still room to get into the contest, by the way, and I upgraded the prize. So watch the video to find out what the new prize is. And until tomorrow, everyone, have a great night.